It's your boy Joshua Monday coming with another episode of Pivot Insights. And I got my guy,
Quan Clark.
yes, sir, man. So listen, last week, I don't know if y'all caught it. I think it was about 2 weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago,
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you've caught it or not, but make sure y'all go subscribe to the Pivot Technology School YouTube page, man. We're trying to grow our page, and we're going to start sharing a lot of different information from coding to coding camp stuff to like all the things that we have going on at Pivot. We're going to start utilizing and sharing that on YouTube. So make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube page, man. What's been happening with you, man?
So, man, really, it's just been locked in, man. You know, we've been doing this thing called, it's been personal, right? It's about just seems it's really personal. So I think it's really understanding what the gains are coming in, right? So it's all about consistency. So, you know, just to keep ourselves intact, man, we've been doing this thing called this push-up challenge where we've been challenging ourselves to stay locked in because what you do on a small scale really impacts you across the board, right? So I think, like, you know, there's a book called The Compound Effect, and it talks about incremental gains because people are always looking for some big astronomical change in their life, right? But what we notice is that real change happens incrementally over time. So I'm trying to really, you know what I'm saying, speak more about that. But I think if everyone applies it across the board, man, they can see big change.
Man, big time because, you know, like people build business models around your inconsistency.
Yeah.
Like, so you think about like Planet Fitness. Like Planet Fitness signs up 50,000 people at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, that's when you're motivated. New year, new me. Like all these things you have, like all these goals and things that you have on your list, and they charge only $10. So guess what? So even when you're consistent, you're not missing that little $10.
Yeah.
And they know that everybody's not going to show up. So listen, the gym stays packed. January, February, it trickles down. March, it trickles down.
January is a ghost time.
By June is the same 5 or 10 people that have the discipline to really like make things shake and make things happen. And really, you know, everything starts and begins with consistency. So you got to think about that with your career. You have to think about that as you're getting into tech. And I know you all see on like Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, you've been watching all these videos about people entering into tech and then getting their first role, but they're really not talking about what they had to do to get that first role. They didn't tell you that they had to put in over 150 applications or 200 applications and they were on Indeed all day long. Like they didn't tell you that. You just saw the end, but you didn't see the beginning of the work that they're having to do. So you really have to think about, okay, what can I be consistent with when it comes to my career?
Yeah, and I think consistency really, you know, it starts with the vision and the mindset, right? You have to start with an end goal, right? Sometimes people are just waking up and just doing stuff, and we're not really like concentrating on where we're trying to go. And I think also sometimes it starts with this motivation. So like everybody loves the motivation. Is, you know, you wake up and you get your cups of coffee, right? You know what happens by the afternoon is a crash, right? That's the same thing that happens with with the motivation. We see it every day in the boot camps, right?
Yeah.
People start first day. We come in and we talk and everybody's hyped. They got their books. They organize their room or their office. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens is that 2 weeks into it, you're not getting pumped up every day, right? Now the work is getting a lot harder. Now your daughter's got something going on, or you got something going on again. You got a headache over here, and now the motivation is getting lower and lower and lower. But you never put in these disciplines, right? These habits that can get you past that. So really, to see the big change and to be consistent, it's all about the habits and the daily disciplines. I think it's what most people are lacking.
Yeah, because it's like, so Myron Golden. So we've been watching like Myron Golden. Like we locked in, man. We on some other locked in type of stuff right now. But Myron Golden said that 95% of the people are not just going to show up or do it. They're just not going to do it. And the ones that do, they see the results. But the ones that do are not even that good. Like they the best, they just the most consistent.
Yeah.
So I know you see people in your life like, now how are they thriving, man? I know I'm better than them. Or how are they doing it, man? I know we got a better this or we got a better that. No, they're just consistent and they did not stop. And that's the thing about, you know, with results. It's like we're never able to see like real results because we stop our way to success. And you can't get success stopping and starting the way that you want to see the results, the results that you want to see. Again, we go back to the gym. Like I think about how many times I done join a gym. You know what I'm saying? Is how many gyms I've joined, and how many times that I didn't stay consistent with my workout plan to see the true results. Just think about if I would have just stayed in the gym consistently for 20 years, what my body would look like.
And think about it, you would have stuck with that vision you had. Like you would have stuck with like any goal, any vision. Like so today, it's game 5. Game 5, right?
Game 5.
So Nikola Jokic, right? I don't know if you know this. Go look up his story. So Jokic didn't even play basketball until he was almost 15, 16, 17 years old. And the way that he got to where he's at now, from now was just work.
Yeah.
Like consistent. So he's not that fast.
Nope.
He's not the most talented naturally, but he has skills that he's developed over consistency, right? I think Udonis Haslam, he's another person. I remember he used to be a big dude. He was overweight. Man, but most of the people that you see, it's a few LeBrons that's like naturally gifted, right? But most of the people that you see in the NBA, like most of the people that you see that make it, it's a lot of good basketball players, a whole lot. But most of the people that you see that make it to the next level have developed a crazy work ethic, a crazy consistency, and then you start to see things that go incremental, then it blows up. And then we all sitting around waiting on that lottery ticket, microwave mentality, like, you know what, I'm going to chill, you know it's going to happen, right? So imagine this, if you had the opportunity to get a compounded penny, right, a penny that doubles every single day for 31 days, or I need $3 million right now, which one would you take, right? Most people are going to take $3 million a day, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, if you double a penny every single day, for 31 days, it'll be 10 million in a month.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, most people don't have the 3 million, but they banking on it, right?
Yep.
So you got your penny, you doubled it. And I'm playing the lottery over here, right? I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to cash out with my 3 million here. 31 days later, you 10 million up. I'm still making on my 3 million. And that's the way most people live their life, right? We're waiting on some astronomical thing to happen. But what happens is that if we just put in the daily disciplines, we'll get to where we want to go, man. So I think the compound effect, discipline, locking in is the key to success across the board.
You better believe it. You have to show up. I mean, you have to show up and you have to really do the work. They said execute the execution. Like execute. So right now we have $6,500 scholarships at Pivot Technology School because I know you have been on the page, been looking, you're scrolling, and then you had to submit. Here's what happens, all right? We see where you stop. So you like, yes, I'm excited. I got to fill out this application to get the scholarship. Then ask me to submit a video. And then you stop because you had to submit a video. So like people stop when it requires you to do the work. And you got to just submit and do the work and show up. Then good things happen incrementally. It don't have to be drastic. Yeah. Just one step at a time, one rep at a time, 300 push-ups at a time. Like we said, we're going to do 300 push-ups every day, 7 days a week. No matter if we're on vacation, no matter what's going on, unless we're in the hospital or something, we're doing 300 push-ups. I'm doing every single day. But at the end, I did the math. All right, that's 2,100 push-ups in a week. All right, times that by 4, then times that by 6 more months. That's over 50,000 push-ups that we will do. If we're committed to that, you know what our body's gonna look like and at the end of the year.
And here's the thing, the bodies will be crazy, but what changes is your mind, right? Your body's and what you can do. So once you can keep your word to yourself, man, you start to develop a deeper trust in yourself. So now if I say, I'm going to do that, you're not saying that you believe it because you've already shown and proved it. Yeah. So I think like the biggest thing that you can do with being disciplined is being honest with yourself and building up trust within yourself. So when you create these goals, it's not pie in the sky. It's like, no, I'm really going to do that. And I think, most of the time we have wishful thinking and then we use the word, I'm going to try. Yeah. And I've heard somebody talk about what does try really mean? When you say I'm going to try to do that, what you're saying is I'm not really going to do my best. I'm going to put a foot in there. If it don't work out, I can say I tried.
Plan B.
So trying is an absolute waste of time. What we need to do is make a commitment to do something. Because if you say I'm going to do it versus I'm going to try, the results are going to be different. I think we like to give ourselves alibis. We like to give ourselves an out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to try to do that because we like to be able to tell ourselves if it didn't work, I ain't really try for real. You know, I ain't really book. And that it just makes us feel good at night.
All right.
But we also set ourselves back and we set ourselves up to never really have what's possible. So I challenge you to not try no more. Just set a goal and do it. To push through the pain, to push through that beginning stage, push through that part where it's like I can't get this thing off the ground. Man, I remember it's a true story. So I was riding in the car with my daughter one time, right? And my job is a long time ago, so don't judge me. All right, so I'm driving, I get off the interstate. As soon as I get off the ramp, my car it shut off. And, I had to coast to the you know what I'm saying, to the street. So I look at it and I'm like, damn, I'm out of gas.
Yeah.
Mind you, the gas station like is right there. It's right there. But my car is almost on a hill. It's like around this little hill. I'm probably 20, 30 feet from the gas station, right? So I'm sitting there trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. So I get out and I'm about to get my car and push it and nudge it out into the gas station, right? So I get out, I walk around the car and I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to get out, hurry up before traffic comes. So I'm pushing it. That thing ain't moving. Right? Like, how am I gonna push this car into the gas station? So I just keep trying. Finally, I kind of get it rolling, and as soon as it start rolling, next thing you know, it picks up momentum, right? Yeah. So now, with all the effort it took to get it from a standstill, all that exertion, most people quit at that point, right? Yeah. But as soon as you get the thing rolling, as soon as that car started rolling, it didn't take much effort to get it on into the gas station. Right. That's the same thing that happens with our goals and with everything you're trying to do. It's that first, it's all the effort it takes to get it rolling, to get it going. Most people just quit, tap out before they can get it moving. Yeah. A law of momentum is a real thing. If you can ever develop momentum, it doesn't take much effort to kind of get, we just got to get past that. Boy, we tell Popex, and as movement creates momentum. And they say it takes 21 days to develop a habit. So what can you do? Look at your personal life and see, okay, what can I do every single day consistently? Yeah. Like, what is that one little small thing? And what that is that compounding effect. It just trickles over into all the other aspects of your life. Then you find out, like, dang, I'm really being consistent in every area of my life because I realize that one thing to be consistent with. So with us, right now it's the gym. Yeah. But now that's translating into the work. So now it's translating into what we're doing at Pivot. Now it's translating to making sure that we complete tasks and we're not leaving things at 20%. No, we're going to see it to the finish line. It all translates when you just choose that one small thing to focus in on. Right now, hopefully it's your career. All right. Are you where you want to be right now? Are you where is your bank account looking like what it needs to look like right now? Okay, now what kind of changes do I need to make? Is it a career change? What do I need to do to make it and make sure that I'm hitting my goals and where I want to hit them? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that's it, man. So I think, at the end of the day, I think everyone has the ability, and it all starts with their mindset. It starts with a vision, and then it really just starts with believing in yourself and building those daily disciplines. So it's your boy, Coach Q. Got my guy Miami Monday, Joshua Monday. Pivot Tech, we have classes starting August 14th. So if you have applied, if you haven't, like you said, we have scholarships for $6,500. We're not giving them away. What we require you to do is to fill out the application, do the work that it requires to get in there, do the pre-work, come to orientation. You got to have to pay some money, right? You have to have some. We've learned that people do not value free. Free is not value. If I call you right now and I tell you I got something for you and it's free, you're not going to go pick it up. No. If I tell you it's $100, you see, people value things they have an investment in. Yeah. So we understand that and we respect that. So we do have scholarships, $6,500. That's about $4,000 you have to pay to invest in your future. But not more, but more than the money you have to pay, you're going to have to invest your time, your resources, your energy, and your consistency day in, day out, to see a new life, to have a new career, to be that person that can go on your Instagram page and talk about becoming a six-figure earner in tech. It's here, it's right around the corner, but it's going to require you to tap in. Come on. Yeah. He said it all. So make sure y'all go to www.pivottechschool.com and make sure you apply today. And if it's not for you, it's for your cousins, for your auntie or whoever. Make sure you send that information. Also in the state of Tennessee, if you're on SNAP benefits, you can go through our program free of charge. I'm not going to even say free of charge. Yeah. Somebody's invested in your future.
and all you have to do is apply. So make sure you all go to the website as well as go to our YouTube page and subscribe. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of June. Yes, 1,000 subscribers by the end of June. So make sure y'all click the link in the bio and subscribe to Pivot Insights. All right, let's go, baby.